Today is January 9th, 2025. It's the first video on our YouTube channel. It's also the first day of the year that we've received a really big snowstorm here in Zone 7B in the United States. My dog Patty is spinning in circles. She loves the snow. Although you can't really tell, we have a lot of raised beds out here. Most of them are completely buried in snow, the ones that are low to the ground, and the only ones you can really see are the ones that are high up. But it's beautiful. We're at about 5 inches so far today. We should receive another 4 to 5 inches by midnight tonight, getting close to 9 or 10 inches. We've received a few dustings so far this year, but this is definitely the biggest one. I think this snowstorm has really swept across the central United States and southern United States. So like I said, we're in Zone 7B. We experience all 4 seasons here. The snow is dense, it's wet, perfect snowball snow. It's gonna give the ground a ton of moisture. In this video, what I want to do is I want to introduce our YouTube channel, which is the Backyard Homestead Journey. It's also 2025 is a great year to start this and kind of talk about what we have going on back here and our inspiration behind everything and what our plans are come this spring here in a couple months. So let's get right into it. I'm now standing in front of our hooped trellis gardens, 2 feet tall or 2 feet deep. This one right here is 3 feet wide and 8 feet long, and the other ones are all 2 feet wide and 8 feet long. And then right below my feet here, we have 2 in-ground beds for corn this year. And you know, my wife and I have always been avid gardeners, and we've always talked about creating content about what we do back here, because it really is special. And you know, going into 2025, you know, with the highest grocery prices ever in American history, and then on top of that, you know, we have just a food crisis here in this country where, you know, the quality of our food and the ingredients that are being put into it are not being regulated the way that they should. And we are in a position where we're strongly encouraging people to start producing their own food and producing their own vegetables and their own fruits. And that's exactly what we do here in our backyard. So our backyard is large. It's larger than average. And the backyard itself is about 1/4 of an acre. And we'll go on a tour of it here in a second. But like I said, the introduction of this channel, we want to talk about winter prepping, and then I'm going to show you all around just kind of what we have going on in this backyard. And also, if I start getting really cold, my hands might start getting really red. It's about 20 degrees out here in blizzard conditions, basically. So don't mind that. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with the tour. Stepping off of our back porch here, so we have our house right here, and then stepping right off into the backyard. This is our little micro homestead and everything we have going on here. So I'm going to walk you all around, show you what we got going on, show you what the plans are, and then we'll talk about some winter garden preps. Real quick, this is a 110-year-old elm tree. Look at my hand compared to this thing. It's absolutely massive. We call it the mother tree. It's just the center trophy of this backyard. But let's go ahead and start right here. So right here, walking off the back porch, this is one of our melon beds. You can see we have a couple of the spinny irrigation lines in here. This is about a 8x8 bed that, like I said, we plant honeydew melons and watermelons in this bed. Moving over here, this is one of our little sitting areas, and our pond. This is our wildlife pond. It is absolutely beautiful. It's surrounded by vegetation. It's a couple feet deep. It has a water feature. You can't tell how big it is, but it goes to about right here. It's completely frozen, and so the snow is collecting on it. And same with over here, it goes to about right here. Like I said, it's completely frozen, all of that, so the snow is just all collecting on it. So it's a little hard to tell. Right here, so this is a bean bed that's brand new that we built to grow our trellising pole beans on this next year. And so what I did, there's a drip line in here, and we have these V-shaped twines running up for the, look at Patty up on that rock, for the beans to trellis up on. It was super simple, economical design. And we're super excited to grow some. I'll show y'all some of the beans that we're going to be growing. Over here on the back side of the pond, this is just a large dirt area. So last year we actually had a chicken coop right here. We decided not to have chickens this year, and we gave them away. And we are going to probably put a greenhouse right here before springtime. So that is to come. Now walking back over here, right here you can't tell, but there's two beds that are buried. You can see a little bit of the stone edging right here, and then there's one right there and a walkway in between. These are two wildflower beds. So this is a total of about 200 square feet of wildflowers that we grow each year. I'll try to throw in some pictures of what it looked like last year. We didn't have a path last year. We are going to do a path this year. Right here is our large stucco shed. This is our garden shed. We have a nice porch on this shed. Going into here, it's a little bit of a mess right now, but this is just where we keep a lot of our garden equipment and all of our seeds and fertilizers. See, here's some of this beans. We're growing these scarlet beans that I was showing you all a second ago. They produce bright red flowers. We do a lot of wildflowers too, and then there's a bunch more seeds up there. And then we're going to be doing some ground cover in the grass this year with clover and daikon radish, and then rolling out about 4 inches of compost underneath our turf, or over top of our turf. So we're pretty excited about that. It'll be very different. But yeah, this is the shed. And coming back out here, so earlier we talked about these raised beds and these trellis gardens. I'll try to post pictures of what they look like this last year. This one's brand new. We built this before the snowstorm. But each one of these are a couple feet tall. They're 2 feet tall, large raised beds with archways in between. Look at her. She got right up in there. These are actually just cattle panels. They're just cattle panels from Tractor Supply. Super affordable. And everything loves trellising on them. You can see our leftover winter squash little tentacles on there. Going back here behind the shed, we have our compost pile. So back here, this fenced off area, right there you can see that mound. That is a compost pile. Right now, of course, you can't really see it because we've received 5 inches of snow today. So walking to this side right here, you can kind of see parts of it. So you can kind of see parts of it right here. This is one long bed right here, and this has raspberries and it will have raspberries and strawberries in it. We haven't planted them yet. We've just done soil amendments to get it ready for springtime. But this is going to be our berry bed. It's just going to be filled with raspberry bushes and strawberry plants. And then right here, in between the raised beds right here, there's 2 separate beds right here. Of course, like I said, you can't see them. They're each 5 by 5. One here and one here. And we're going to be growing sweet corn in both of these in-ground beds that I used a broad fork and cultivated in a bunch of compost before the snow and a bunch of leaves as well. Going over here, we have our other garden area. Now this is our carrot bed. This is a 1.5 foot tall by 10 foot raised bed, and it will have carrots in it. This over here, we call it the forest. It's just a densely packed area of mulberry trees, Stevens hollies, and yew bushes. These yew trees, it's kind of hard to tell, but these are about 15 feet tall. And then here we have a little pergola that we built. Now this pergola is also brand new. This is our first year with the pergola. And we'll be trellising grapes on this year, so that'll be brand new, and grapes and honeysuckle, so y'all can come along for the ride on that. Right over here behind the pergola, this is actually a peach tree right here. It's a 2-year-old peach tree now. It's grown quite a bit, and last year this little peach tree, I mean, it's teeny. Like, look at this thing. It's teeny. This peach tree put off 27 peaches last year, and I'm not kidding about that. It's about 6.5 feet tall, and it put off 27 peaches last year. Going back over here, we have a couple more raised beds right here. So this is our herb bed, and then this is garlic and onion. Both of these are 8-foot beds. This has a bunch of garlic in it and some onion. You can see one sign of an onion right there. Going over here, this is our honeysuckle gazebo. So we put this gazebo in 2 years ago, and the honeysuckle was brand new. It was about this tall when we put it, and in 2 years it has completely covered the entire gazebo. And then we have a little bird bath in there. Now again, it may be hard to tell, but there is actually an edged bed that goes around this gazebo and around here, and this is also all wildflowers. So it's a gazebo, honeysuckle gazebo surrounded by wildflowers. Right here, this is brand new as well. It's a willow tree. This is actually a weeping willow. We'll see if it makes it through the winter and what it looks like next year. Right here is another mounding in-ground bed. This is our potato bed. This next year we're going to be doing Yukon Gold potatoes in here. And then this tree is really way down right now. It's normally not that far down. But this is a chard and lettuce bed right here. Don't mind the trellis. That was something that didn't work out, but this is chard and lettuce. And that is the garden. Like I said, this is our first, we've been gardening we've lived in this house for coming on 3 years now. And this backyard, whenever we started, it didn't have any of this fence, not a single raised bed, not a gazebo, nothing, not a pond, anything. We, in the last 3 years, have completely transformed this into a micro homestead with just basically solid garden everywhere. It's been a wonderful journey. We should have started creating content a long time ago, but we just never did. We were just doing it for ourselves. And this year we decided that it's time that we want to start recording this. I've never made YouTube videos before, so I don't even know really what I'm doing. We bought a camera and we're just going to try this and see how it goes. But we look forward to making a lot of content this year. The backyard is beautiful. It's a wonderful journey. March is 7 weeks away from tomorrow, I think. 7 weeks away from tomorrow, or Saturday. Today's Thursday. But March is getting close, and we'll be starting seeds the first week of March in the greenhouse whenever the greenhouse comes in. And it's going to be a wonderful journey this year. We're super, super excited. It's going to be a beautiful garden. We're going to get a ton of produce. We're going to cover a lot of things in this YouTube channel, the products we use, the way we sow, the way we germinate, just the process of everything, the way we build our irrigation, and just document the seasons and document from how every plant starts into what it's producing into what we're eating on the table. We're super excited about that. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to 2025. Welcome to the first huge snowstorm of the year and the moisture and the blessing that this brought. So we hope you tag along. We look forward to talking to you all more. Thanks.